Okay, folks, today I have something pretty unique for you, a kind of a special cologne, if you will. I have a cologne by a company called Euphorium Brooklyn, and this is called Wald, W-A-L-D. I came across this fragrance because, as you may know from watching me, I really like earthy scents. I like foresty kind of scents and things like that. And camping is one of my favorite things to do. It's probably my biggest hobby in the summer times and everything. I love going out camping and being in the wilderness and everything, and that's probably not going to happen this summer. So I was just looking for scents that kind of remind me of that kind of setting, if you will. So I did see a couple people mention this one, and I decided, okay, it sounds pretty good. I think I'm going to try it. Not a lot of reviews of it. It's kind of more of a little, maybe a lesser known company. It's definitely like a niche company though. So this is Wald, like I said, and it's supposed to kind of smell like the forest and things like that. So I'm gonna actually, but by the way, I got a sample. As you can see, it's about the tiniest sample you've ever seen in your life. like, it wasn't a cheap sample either. It wasn't, it was like $10 or something. So, geez, like give us a little bit more. And this is an expensive fragrance. I believe it's an eau de parfum. It is like $180 for like a 1.7 ounce bottle. It's very, very expensive. So I'm gonna try to ration this out. So like I said, I am gonna read the notes to you first because they're weird. This is a complicated one. So fir, thuja, don't know what that is. Cedar, elemi, frankincense, juniper, artemisia, citrus, clove, nutmeg, fern, fresh grass, smoke, honey, maple syrup, moss, decaying fruit, yes, vetiver, agarwood, birch tar, animal skin, castoreum, and damp earth. So some notes in there that definitely would, lean to being a foresty kind of scent, but then weird things like animal skin and decaying fruit. So I've smelled this a little bit before. I did put it a little bit on my skin, but I didn't use a lot. And it's one of these kind of things where you kind of have to put it on. I'll say it's pretty strong, and I'm just going to set this right here. It is a pretty strong fragrance. Longevity wise, from when I first smelled it, wasn't that great, which was kind of disappointing considering this is such an expensive fragrance. I think the longevity was somewhere like 4 hours to 5 hours, something like that. But they do come in spray bottles, as you can get a travel size and up to the 1.7, and those have spray, so it probably would last a bit longer. But the projection was pretty decent. I could smell it from an arm's length. And when you first put this on, I'm immediately reminded of the forest, and it's excellent. You get the fir, you get the pine trees. You can smell this resinous to it. It's a very green fragrance. You can smell the sap, right? So it smells totally like the forest. It's spot on to that. If you like that sort of smell, it's going to instantly transport you there. But then start to get some other notes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like I have the notes right in front of me. I can't pick them all out. It's a very complicated fragrance, and I will say that it's a very high quality fragrance. It's expensive, but these notes are, I'm assuming they have to be like high quality oils and everything because it smells very, very good. I can smell. It's almost like I can honestly smell like the pine needles. Like if I just went up to a tree and smelled it, I can smell that. It's super true to life. And there's spices in the background, and you can smell wood, and you can smell leaves too, like damp leaves. And I don't necessarily pick out maple syrup, but I definitely smell the honey in the background. It starts to lean it towards the sweet side as the fragrance dies down. Now at the top, there's a weird note that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if it's like animal skin or what, but it smells kind of like smoked meat. So it's kind of off-putting, to be honest. It's kind of a note that sticks out a bit strangely to me. I mean, it does remind you of like people cooking on the fire. Like you could smell people cooking hot dogs or sausages or something. So it definitely reminds me of the smells you would smell in the forest. But I don't know if I want that in a fragrance. It smells kind of like ham, like smoked ham or something. It's weird. I could do without it. I appreciate that they put it in there for what they were trying to do, but I it's probably my least favorite part of this fragrance. That does go away though, and what you're really left with is the fruit, this drying, decaying fruit, and the honey and the spices coming through, and it starts to become kind of a sweet fragrance. It's definitely like super niche, so it never becomes like a sweet, fun, happy-go-lucky kind of scent. But you start to get more of the sweeter smells of the forest, if that makes sense. But they're always supported by this resinous pine kind of smell. So it's very good. It's, for me, it's like a perfect fragrance. It is, if they could get rid of that animal kind of meat smell at the top. It's weird, but other than that, I'd say this is like a perfect fragrance for me. The only downside, like I said, is the price. It's just so crazy expensive. I really like it. I can't find decants of this. It seems like it's a smaller enough company where you're probably not going to find decants. So if you want to try this, you're going to have to get that microscopic sample I just showed you. I would love a bottle of this, but yeah, it's not out of my price range. It's not something I'm going to buy. I'm probably going to have to look for a scent that does a similar kind of thing, the foresty vibe that's much cheaper. But it's an excellent fragrance, I will tell you that. It's super high quality. It smells fantastic. Like I said earlier, the performance isn't that great, but it just smells wonderful. It smells fantastic. So yeah, that's Wald by Euphorium Brooklyn. They have a bunch of scents, and one thing I should note, uh, they have that like weird. I'm not going to describe this very well. That old perfume style stopper, the rubber stopper that sprays for the bigger bottles. I thought that was kind of unique. They have a very like old timey like apothecary store kind of feel to their brand, which I thought was kind of cool. It's a nice fragrance, man. It's really nice. Okay. Yeah, and here comes my cat to end the video. Walled by Euphorium Brooklyn. Check it out if you're into that. I'm almost at 200 subscribers. So we'll do a live stream. Like I said, I'm not sure when, but it's going to be really soon. So just keep an eye out. I got some more stuff coming soon. Hope everyone's doing well. Peace out.